Alright, welcome on back to a little bit of my Empire of the Sun game. We're on turn 4, and within, I think, 2 or 3 card plays off card offensives apiece. This here is the Japanese card that we're playing. Previously, the Allies had their card play canceled by a Japanese reaction card that canceled their offensive, so we're going to go after this low-hanging fruit. This unit turned upside down is out of contact with any headquarters, and they're out of supply. Reduced and everything else. They might be limited if they can't get into supply by next turn. That'd be a big loss to lose those 2 units. But we're going to move all these nice units here. Just get us one of our hexes for our progress of war. But the Japanese put a kibosh on that with a killer reaction card that was basically storms. A storm card, so all the units had to retreat back into this hex, and the Japanese basically get another turn. So they get a do-over. Their little attack on the Philippines, which was successful. We were waiting for if the Japanese wouldn't have canceled that card by the Allies, they would have built up this last hex. So now we get to take advantage of this low-hanging fruit again. It might not be hanging so low. It's got a 3 strength infantry unit there that are Imperial Japanese Naval Infantry. We'll have to remove, destroy, defeat. The only good thing about it is we have more air assets in an air naval battle than the Allies do. Now we're right here at the spot where, let me show you where these units came from though. This is the headquarters we activated. Get my pointer out of there. He's only got a 12 hex range. Now I did have some more naval infantry in this hex here, but they were out of range of headquarters. I think my headquarters range was right about here. Yeah, they were out of range. That would have cinched it right there. No way I could have got in touch with these boys here and these boys right here at the same time. No headquarters could get a hold of both of them. Believe me, I tried everything. Came up a couple hexes short on this one. Now the thing of it is, the Japanese player has used up all of his amphibious shipping points in our first card play. And it came in handy because we did get the Manila Corregidor, but that is it. So we have to use these Japanese naval infantry units, what he's calling in this intrinsic units. They can ride they can ride piggyback with the Imperial Japanese Navy at no amphibious shipping point cost. So that's why I was trying to get another one here activated, but no good. Now another thing we had to do definitely is bring a unit in here as a silk off attack. So all these units again will be tied down and not able to react. That's a big part of this game, big part of the game. So there you go. Air units here flew in, hopped from airfield to airfield, finally are here. And that's another thing, I don't know if I remembered that the air units are a standoff attack. I think I might have put the air units in the actual hex in this attack, or I might have did it the right way, I can't remember. What kind of caught me off guard is when I was doing it, I was thinking, oh, you know what, they don't have to really go into that hex, so who knows. But anyway, this is the way it's done. Anybody found a mistake on my last video, I don't know, I'll have to look at it, or probably won't. But anyway, we're having some good times down here. It's going to be a great gaming weekend. The holidays are when I stay away from the lakes. Oh my goodness, like I said, that drive home, you have to almost get up on and this year, for the 4th, we're got to be back at work Monday, so you don't get that extra day or 2. That would have been nice. It don't matter to me. Unfortunately for me, I did, I think like 54 hours by Wednesday, or by Thursday. Yeah, 54 hours by Thursday morning. So I'm done. So that's enough for me. So I've got me a nice little extra holiday. But yeah, you get down to those lakes, and if you go down there, like say tonight, it would be a Friday. You can only stay for about a day and a half because you have to give it at least a half a day, if not more. And that's if there ain't no accidents trying to get home. It's only a 3-hour drive to my lake house, but you get an accident on the way home, that 3-hour drive could turn to 6 real quick, if not longer. I just stay away from amateur hour and the crowds on the weekends. What I do. Anyway, back at this game, we are back with the Allied reaction. So unfortunately, the Japanese player couldn't move any of these units without being hit by going through an Allied zone of influence. The big zone of influence would have been this unit right here. I'll look at that again just to make sure. But another thing is I didn't want to sacrifice on a Sogoff attack one of my big battleships. I have a nice cruiser here, but the cruiser had to bring these units in from this hex here, so they couldn't have went here, dropped them off, and went over there. So they're stuck here with them. I have another battleship, a nice battleship in there. So a little weak cruiser, a nice battleship. My weaker battleship here is more of a sacrificial lamb. And I think in the air naval aspect of it, we got it pretty well beat. It's the ground battle that'll be the deciding factor. If there's any modifiers or anything, or maybe with the air naval battle, we can take a couple hits off that ground unit. We'll see what the procedure does. But that is it. Like I said, having a great time. It's going to be a great gaming weekend. Today should be a good day. I might have a little surprise opening. We'll see what's going on. We'll keep an eye on our mail call. All right, now the Japanese player used this card as for its event. We were able to activate 6 units plus 2 logistic value from this headquarters. Like I said, the headquarters only has a 12 hex range. It was hard to, reach. I wanted to reach this hex. That would have made it almost a cinch to get this last capitulation hex. Those blocks represent capitulation blocks, and that's the last one for the Philippines. And like I said in an earlier video, that would be a big accomplishment in this game. I got 1 block remaining here in Borneo, and 1 block remaining here in the Philippines. So we'll see what we can do. That'd be a big accomplishment for me in this game, is to get the Philippines. So we're kind of hopping back and forth. They can't. Most of their strengths here, so they're trying to, build it up. The big advantage for the Japanese was canceling that last offensive, so that kept them from building this one up. I got a little chance now to get in here. Should have had that infantry unit there to help me out, but I couldn't get a headquarters that could activate them both here and there within their range. So that was a pain in the butt. But we're having a great time with the mechanics of this game. This is killer. Allies lost their headquarters in Manila. That's definitely going to affect them, and they got the inter-service rivalry. So we're going to sit down here and enjoy ourselves with this game. We're going to need some room here, so I don't know how many more turns I'm going to have, but I definitely want to get as much of this game in as possible. And that's about it. We played the campaign game. They have scenarios for this one, but we wanted to dive right in, and we pretty well got this one down pat. This is a nice game, really nice game. Enjoying the heck out of it. The few minutes a week I get to play. The Allies' turn now is for the reaction. They rolled. They need a 7 or less, and they did get their -2 modifier, because there's no way anybody could move without our air units detecting them. So they rolled a 3 with a -2 equals a 1. We're looking who we can activate. We can activate 6 units, basically, and whatever our headquarters does. It's going to be tough. I'm looking around the board here. I don't see anybody, really. All my units are here, and they're being locked down. Oh, I got some units. Oh, no naval units. I don't see any. All my naval units are here, so let's look at this together. Where's some naval units I could find? There are none. There are no naval units. I can react with maybe air units. We'll have to figure this one out. We will be back with the Empire of the Sun. Great game. Alright, a couple more notes before we go on. For anybody that, any veterans of this game. Look on this card, we'd use this for its event, mostly because, we'll zoom on in here, bonus units. Our bonus was the naval units on both sides, though, can move 21 hexes. And that was imperative for me to be able to even get to this spot. Another thing is on this card that I kind of just now noticed, I'm still within the rules of the card, but my plan on getting 2 units activated, I was searching like crazy to find a way to activate that unit. Well, if I would have looked at the card, I would have noticed that maximum 1 ground unit any size may be activated. So I'm still within the criteria here, moving that card in. But I was complaining that was the only infantry unit I could bring in. I wanted to bring another one in. Nah, not with this card, you can't. Now that 21 hex range applies to both Japanese and U.S. We were looking and couldn't find no naval units within range. There's a bunch of them there, but it's pushing the 21 hexes. Let me see here real quick. Be right back. 21 is where the 21 hex is right there. So I'm gonna be short by about 3-4 hexes. There you go. So that definitely helps the Japanese. Kind of missed that one. So anyway, we got a Command and Colors update. Oh man, that Command and Colors game. That's a game I think I like because it's a good game, but I hate because I never win. Although it was a little bit better this time. I'll throw you a little update on that one. But yeah, all kinds of gaming going on. All kinds of gaming. We're going to take full advantage of this weekend. When we come back, we will find out what we can scrounge up as the Allies to prevent the fall of Philippines and the last capitulation block hex. Be back. Okay, then we're ready with the Allied response. In this game, it's called Reazione. Reaction. The headquarters being used will be this one down here, the last spot here at Palpan or whatever it's called. The last holdout for an English/Australian asset headquarters. Here's a range of 10. The orange blocks represent the units that are going to participate in battle number 1. There you go. This bomber was brought on up to a friendly air field. This one here too. I'm not going to be able to get I think I still have 2 activations remaining for the Allies, so we weren't able to get all 7, I guess is what it was. We will have 1. This is for this battle right here. 1, 2, 3 air units that are going to come in there with these units here. And I also do have, and this is something that's kind of key, is amphibious shipping points. We still have 3 left. We've only used 1. So I'm thinking about activating a ground unit, but he won't have he can't ride piggyback on a naval unit because I have no naval units here to throw into the battle. I'll have to go in there by himself, which means in an air and naval aspect of the battle, if this unit here, this lone little unit here that's half strength or weakened anyway, if he gets cleared out and loses, then my amphibious points going in there. The infantry unit that I want to put in there with my amphibious shipping points will have to be turned around because he didn't go in there. I mean, if you don't have no naval units in there, any units coming in there amphibiously gets turned around. So there's a big chance that that won't even work. So I'll have to look at that. But that is where we're at right now. Big old stack there. I just got that under it. We'll reduce that when it comes to putting all the units in there in the battle hex, but I just want to see here if I can get an amphibious shipping point. I'm debating right now what I just said, and I don't think I will, because like I said, there's a lot of air naval aspects going there. I mean, I got some air naval, mostly air, no naval, going into this, except for the unit that's there, and he's pretty weak, so which means it's probably going to lose. Any amphibious shipped units are going to be turned back. So debate it. We'll be back with the battle. Last hex for Philippines. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back. Right then, inside of the battle hex. See what in there. It's the last holdout and the last resource blocks for the Philippines. We have got for the Allies. There you go. We got the Wasp in there, but she's already damaged. She'll provide some air support and naval support too, I guess. 2 bombers that are in the airfield. I guess they'll up and fly and pound them with 8 factors combined. Altogether, though, the Allies got 35 factors. Imperial Japanese Navy are 64. And there you go. They got air units coming from afar. You can see right there. Anything on top of block with a number 1 on it. The second battle showing you the battle hex. This one's got participants from afar. And, what else? Here's what the Japanese have in the hex. So altogether, all that's 64. We overall, I think it's Battle condition was intercept. So we'll look at C here real quick. Oh, intelligence condition. With intercept, both players simultaneously apply. So big deciding factor will be that effectiveness die roll of these numbers. All right, let me give it a sit up here. We'll be back with the effectiveness die roll. All right, we're back on a hot July day. Oh, just got done and I was outside cutting grass, and it is dangerously hot out there. The only thing that keeps me, it don't really bother me, it's just the sweat. I need me like a sweatband around my head, because that stuff just gets in your eyes and you got to stop and clean it all out. But yeah, it just comes pouring on out this time of year. Everybody else's lawn's all yellow. I keep mine watered, and I don't really cut it until, it almost has to be. So yeah, it keeps it nice and green, get a little bit of that green effect. It don't look too deserty outside. But yeah, it is dangerously cold or dangerously hot out there. We got a cold mode or dark mode here in the old man cave, and nice and cool. We got to keep it cool for my dog anyway, so luckily we got the brand new air conditioning unit, and it does its job. But still, you want to turn it down a little bit so don't struggle too much. So like I said, it is hotter than heck out there. Let's finish this, get on with this battle. We are going to roll the dice for an effectiveness die roll. How much did that 64 do they get for the Japanese? Oh, die roll modifiers. It's not an ambush attack or surprise attack. I guess there are none. Oh, stuck in the... How's that happen? Oh, what happened to it? Where'd it go? Here it is. We'll give it a 0. I'll roll that one over again, I guess. But what came out, so it's a 0. Alright, it's a 0. Alright, no die roll modifiers. Great for the allies with a 0. That's a quarter. So you only get a fourth of 64. We'll be right back. Alright then. Only 16 factors of hits to go on this, and they're going to definitely suck that up. Oh, we will go ahead and take 10 from this unit here inside the hex, and another, well, we got 6 to, oh, I don't think anybody else can take 6. 10's on all these factors here. I can't see it because there's a glare. Oh, there's a 10 too, so I think that's all the damage they can do. So we'll take out 10, 6 dangling. Oh, I wonder if I got to do it this way. And that 10 would only reduce him over some. So let me see here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Or do I do 10 and leave 6 dangling? Huh. That's what I'd like to do. Let me look and see how you do that. I'll be right back. Key aspect of the battle. Well, it takes care of that. The player who rolled a die applies the hits to all against all opposing units. So there you go. It'll be 12. That's easy enough. With 6 dangling, that won't take care of anybody. So the Wasp is lost, but everybody else stays in the air naval battle part of this. Now, for the allies to roll. Like I said, no die roll modifier. Looking for a high die roll. 7, that'll work. They'll get 1, so they gotta apply 35 hits. Ooh, they're Japanese. Ouch. And they want to take this like this. 14. Alright. Let me see here. Minus 14 will leave me 1. 21 hits left. Oh, what do I want to do with it? We'll take a 10 or 10, 20, and we'll leave the other one dangling. So there's the result of the air naval battle. Right here, this one here is sunk. I'll turn her upside down. There you go. Alright, well, the Wasp is destroyed. But other than that, in the hex we still have air units, so that makes a big difference. We have no naval units left, so we'll check that out. Here you go. The Nagato has been damaged, and more importantly, bunch of bombers got damaged with anti-aircraft fire, I would guess. Alright, let me see here. Hits are applied to interstitials in the battle. Not hits are applied to any matters are within the following restrictions. I think you have to go through everybody, give a hit first, and then you can flip them over to destroyed. So, equally opposing strength applied. Reduce side eliminated if already on reduced side. A full strength unit must be reduced before any can be eliminated. Yeah, that's right. We got it set up. Alright, that is it. We'll go when we come back. Ground combat time. We'll see if we can apply any. I guess we can't apply any hits because there were none to left over. Yeah, I mean, none of these destroyed. We'll have to look and see here real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, more importantly, after everything else is done, Japanese have 44 factors left, and the Allies only 32, meaning that the offensive player has a victory. The offensive player wins, and any offensive ground units remaining in the battle hex with the reaction player units ground combat is conducted. If there are only ground units on one side, blah blah blah. If there are no ground units hex at all, the reaction player blah 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 blah. Alright, well that's it. We gotta have the all important ground combat between the 4th SN. I can't read that. My screen's off. Yeah, 4th SN and the M. It's an Army Division. I don't know what the M means. No idea. But it is a non-replaceable unit, so we'll see what goes on there when we come back. Ground combat time for the hex. Alright, down to the meat and potatoes of the game. And that's what's done on the ground. We have numbers here. Imperial Japanese Navy has 4 factors, and the Allies only have 3. But there are modifiers. Let's look down here. Oh, it says all modifiers are cumulative. It's a good one. Let's try to do this one. Cumulative. Okay. I keep wanting to put an N there. Cumulative, not commune. Cumulative. All right. If the offensive player is the only one naval units in a battle after an air-naval combat, then he gets a +2 die roll modifier. +2 for the Imperial Japanese Navy. Another one will be terrain type. The terrain there in that little spot down there in the Philippines is mixed, I do believe. Oh, yes, it is a mixed terrain, which will be a -2. We got a -2 there. So far, no modifiers. Reaction player has any headquarters there? No. Both players, event cards? No. We'll look on there and see if the Allies got any battle cards. We'll see if we have any battle cards in here too. I don't know if there's a such thing as a battle card. There might be. Political reaction, political military. Prior to the. Oh, here's one. Well, can we play this? No, I don't think so. 11 hex to Tokyo. I don't know if that's a reaction card. No, we're good. We will look at the Allies' hand. Kind of battle cards, I guess. Political, military. No, there's nothing going on here. So, armor modifiers. No armor involved. Oh, nothing but infantry. That is it. So it'll be a even die roll for the effectiveness of the Japanese player. He has 4 hits, 4 factors. He wants to definitely double that, if that'll even be enough. 2 does nothing. He only gets half, so he'll get 2 hits to be applied. Oh. It's almost simultaneous in ground combat. 32 for the Allies. Going for the big high number. What this fate says is they will get 1.5. They had 3, so that will be 8. Maybe. Let me see. Equals 8. Or maybe I was wrong. 9. No, a half would be 1. Yeah, we'll round it up to 8. So we get to apply 8 hits. They get to apply 2 hits here against these guys. So they get to, sucks up 10. So no good. Doesn't do nothing to them. They're 8. We'll definitely take the Japanese force -6 with 4 left. They got another 6. So that won't do nothing. All right, that's the result of the battle. The Philippines stays in U.S. hands thanks to a real bad effectiveness die roll. So in other words, Japanese fire was going everywhere but the target. His fire was ineffective, whereas the Allies were zeroed in. I guess that's what that means. That's a good aspect. That's a good mechanic. I'm keeping that in mind when I create my game. I got my game coming up. I've just got ideas left and right. I'm stashing all the notes for it. One of these days we're putting it down to paper. It's going to be a good game. All right, I'll give you a hint. It's a Civil War game. Well, we got some other stuff going on here today, but that'll be it. Let me clear out the hex and find out what will be post-battle movement. Be back. Well, let me see here. Ground combat procedure. Hold on. On one side, has blah, blah, blah. It's possible for those to be eliminated if the offensive player is the only one with surviving units. If the extra player is the only one with surviving units, and the extra player remains control. So what if both players have units in the hex? Oh, let me check that out real quick. I'll be right back. All right, the side that took the most step losses, which would have been the Japanese. Otherwise, the side that took the most step losses during ground combat retreats during both battle moving straight side, all the elimination reduction, it counts as 1 step loss. If it is a tie, reaction player wins. Nope, I don't think it's a tie. Japanese definitely took more, so let the retreat. Yeah, okay, we're good. Be right back. Alright, then post-battle movement. You can see I moved them here. Oh, reinforce this spot, of course, because of the headquarters. And Allies left his air units here. And otherwise, just the 2 air units and the infantry unit are still there. I left this air unit here. Now I move on to the Silk-Off attack in Hex number 2. I'll be right back. Battle Hex 2. Balak Papan. And that tied down a lot of forces. We'll go on to the air naval aspect of it. Imperial Japanese Navy, firing with 12. The Allies. Ooh, I'm gonna have to add this up. We'll be right back. Alright, 17 for the Imperial Japanese Navy. And the Allies answering back with 46. Oh, the intel will be. I guess that will be. Oh, what would the intel on that one be? Let's check this out. Be right back. We did this again, so we'll go ahead and. Here's the card used. We're going to roll a die for the Allies, and they have to make a 7 or less. Oh, they were definitely. He came from all the way over here. Oh, yeah, he definitely was in a zone of influence there, unless he went around this way. But it's got to be 21 hexes, so we'll give him the -2 detection. -2, looking for a 7 or less. It was a 2, so there you go. We got it. They are definitely detected. We can bring in reinforcements, but we're not going to. So there you go. It'll be intercept, tit for tat, for the Japanese. High number, -4. Oh, half of 40, no, half of 17 for the Japanese. So let's see, 17. 7's 14. 5. Oh, let me see. What is that again? A 4. Just half. Is that all? Oh. All right. 8. All the factors I think I can get. 8.5. Give them 9, I guess. Round it up. There you go. 9 is a roundup, I do believe. All right, now for the The old Japanese Navy only get 9 factors to fly hits the U.S. Navy. U.S. Navy, how many? Got 46 did they get? Let's look at T. It was a 9. 9 is critical. Choose receiving one. Okay, so they get 46 hits. That'll definitely take them out. 14. And another 14 is 28. See you later. Heil, or whatever it's called. 9 hits here. Ooh. Oh, I guess I got the Japanese player gets to apply the hit, so he'll sink the Dutch. And that will be it. So there you go. That's a result of that battle. We'll be back. Alright, Balikpapan holds, and the Philippines hold. So there you go. That'll be the card play for the Japanese player. Oh, man. Came up a little short on that one. We'll be back with some, we'll call it a video. We'll be back with some more card play. We got a surprise coming watching that UPS delivery. How much longer is this game going to be on the table? We got a surprise coming. We'll be back. All right, quick little overview. Remembering that this headquarters is not longer in effect. So we have a headquarters for the Allies right here. They can pretty well come around this way. We have another one right here, the Arcadia, or ABDA, whatever that means, headquarters. Comes up around here. We also have another headquarters down here. It's got 10, 7 range. So we definitely could use our good old 20 Ranger back. We don't get that back till next turn. And all that other good stuff. But there you go. Here, our range is around here. We are lacking up around Japan now. And up around the coast of China, around Shanghai, all around this is all Japanese free range. Yeah, they got a nice headquarters here. We'll find out what happens with some of these upper units that are allied. I'm looking at this one right here, especially, and these boys here when it comes time to trace supply. Huh. Interesting game. Really good game. Loving the heck out of it, especially when I got some time here. What else? Allies still have some shipping points. Activations we can put down here to 0. Ooh, progress of war still at 3. That's main objective for the Allies to be getting 3 hexes. Hopefully no more canceled offensive cards. That's like that Command and Colors, our latest round. It has to do with the Spanish, and they get what's called the guerrilla warfare counters. And every time they get a scout card, they get another guerrilla warfare counter. Well, guerrilla warfare counters let you cancel your opponent's turn. Oh, it was an interesting game. All right, we're back. More Empire of the Sun. Calling it a video.